All right, ready to dive in. You handed us Conscience by Martinus.
Oh, interesting choice.
Yeah, and I gotta say, this exploration of like what makes us tick, it's really got me thinking already.
Yeah, what's fascinating about Martinus is how he tackles this whole idea of conscience.
Mm-hmm.
It's not some like rule book, right? It's more like this dynamic force, an inner compass guiding our evolution.
Okay, I like that. The inner compass.
Yeah, and this journey he talks about, humanity moving from, basic instincts towards something, well, he calls it real humans.
Real humans. Okay, when I first read that, I'll be honest, I laughed. It's like, are we in a video game leveling up?
Right, right.
But then the more I thought about it, it kind of clicked.
Yeah.
Don't we all feel that pull? Like there's a better version of ourselves out there just waiting to be, I don't know, discovered.
Absolutely, and that's the journey.
Yeah.
Martinus calls us terrestrial humans, meaning still kind of bound by these earthly desires, wrestling with those primal instincts. He even quotes Paul saying, "The good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do."
Oh, man. That quote, it's like every day the struggle is real.
It is. It's that inner conflict.
It is.
We've got these aspirations, this desire for good.
Yeah.
But then life happens.
Exactly. And we fall short.
I fall short.
It's like, I know I should use the salad, but that pizza.
Always with the pizza.
It just looks so good.
Right. We know better, but
human nature, you know? It's like, that makes me wonder then, how do we even know what good is?
That's the question, isn't it?
It's got to be different for everyone, right?
That is a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we're trying to navigate without the, what do you call it, a universal map.
Right. Everyone's got their own internal compass, like you were saying.
Exactly. So where do we even begin to, I don't know, make sense of that?
Well, this is where Martinus brings in this really cool image, this pillar of light.
Pillar of light, okay.
Yeah, so picture this. Inside each of us, there's this inner light, and it's shaped by our ideals.
Okay.
And get this, as we grow, as we evolve, that light, it gets more and more refined.
Like it's, what, getting brighter?
Kind of. Think of it like those software updates, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Each one making our internal compass more accurate, more aligned.
I like that, like we're getting fine-tuned.
Exactly.
But, okay, hold on. If our inner compass, this pillar thing, it's unique to each of us.
Right.
How do we all get on the same page? Like, as a society, what are we even aiming for?
He gets into that too. And it's interesting, he uses music as an example.
Okay, music, go on.
So when we experience real beauty, right, like a melody, a perfect chord,
Yeah.
it sparks something in us.
Okay.
It's like this desire to create something beautiful ourselves.
Oh, it's like it awakens something.
Yes. And that yearning, that's our individual pillar of light.
Guiding us, but also...
So it's connecting us.
It's like when a song really moves you, you
Yeah.
could tell it came from somewhere deep in the artist, you know?
Absolutely.
Almost like you're seeing their pillar of light for a second.
That's a great way to put it.
It's a powerful stuff. So we've been talking about this whole pillar of light thing, right? Striving for good, all that.
Right.
But let's be real for a sec. We all mess up.
Yeah.
And Martinus talks about sin and, I don't know, that word always makes me think like, uh-oh, big trouble.
Interesting you say that because he actually kind of changes how we see sin.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, he says what we call sins, they're more like mistakes.
Okay, mistakes.
Things we do out of, not knowing any better, not like being bad on purpose.
Like not having the full picture.
Exactly. Like missing a turn on your GPS because your map data is old.
Oh, I've totally been there.
Right. Doesn't mean you're a bad driver, just you were working with what you had.
Okay, I like that analogy.
It's about the learning process.
So if sins are like wrong turns, what's that make unhappy fate then? Is that like hitting traffic because you went the wrong way?
You could see it that way, yeah. Because Martinus says unhappy fate. It's not like punishment from the universe.
Okay, that's good.
It's more like feedback.
Feedback.
Yeah, a nudge back towards your own pillar of light.
Oh, okay, so like a cosmic course correction.
Exactly. Like, hey, you're trying to be your best self, took a detour, let's get you back on track.
I can work with that.
Much more constructive, right?
Definitely. But then what about forgiveness? If we're always making these, wrong turns, how do we actually move on?
Well, for Martinus, forgiveness, it's not about someone else, it's about us. It's when we really learn from the mistake, we change inside. We get it so deeply, we can't even make that same mistake again.
Like once you know the route, you don't keep taking the same wrong exit.
Precisely. You've learned. You're growing.
But okay, last thing on this whole sin thing. What about that sin against the Holy Spirit? That always sounded Intense.
Yeah, that one's heavy, but even that, through Martinus's lens, it shifts.
How so?
He says it's about ignoring your own conscience, that inner knowing.
Oh, like you're ignoring your own internal GPS, even when you know it's wrong.
Yes. Choosing to stay lost, even with the map right there.
So if we do that, ignore that inner compass, can we ever find our way back?
That's the thing. There are always consequences. We can't outrun those.
Right.
But, and this is key, they're not punishment. They're how we grow.
We learn by, I guess, experiencing the result.
Exactly. And through that, we gain wisdom, understanding, and we find our way back to our own path, our own pillar of light.
So it's all part of the journey, huh? Even the bumps along the way.
Even the bumps.
Wow, this has been honestly mind-blowing. We've covered so much, it's amazing.
It's a lot to unpack, that's for sure.
It is. But before we go, one last thing. If we're all trying to become these real humans, what's that even look like in everyday life?
The million-dollar question. It's not just about knowing this stuff in our heads, right?
Right.
Martinus is pushing us to actually do something with it, to evolve.
Okay, so how? Where do we start?
Self-awareness, I think. Seeing our flaws, our motivations, knowing we're all works in progress.
Accepting where we're at, but not settling.
Exactly. And then making choices that line up with that pillar of light inside us, you know?
Choices that show, like, the best version of ourselves.
That's it. It's more than just meaning well. It's actually trying consciously.
Putting in the effort.
And the amazing part is, as we each do that, become more real, more aligned.
Yeah.
We create something better for everyone, more compassion, more understanding.
It's like we're all in this together, each playing our part in this, what did you call it?
This grand symphony of human evolution.
That's it. And you know what? I kind of like the sound of that.
Me too.
Well, on that note, thanks for diving deep with us, everyone. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking those big questions, and listen to that voice inside, guiding you toward your own pillar of light.
Couldn't have said it better myself.